on the OSU campus, and many of you students may have seen them in the MU Quad practicing. They are the OSU Juggling Club, and they are ready to perform. All right, let's give them a hand.
Good morning. My name is Sallee, and I am one of the instructors at the OSU Juggling Club. And we have a small performance for you today. One of the things, my particular talent was juggling, and I discovered this fairly early, and my mom, being a typical mom, was incredibly supportive of this talent. Very encouraging, very nice about it. Unfortunately, she was a little bit too supportive. And she, during the years, has found different things for me to try and incorporate into various juggling performances. Some of the things are easy, some of the things are very, very complicated. Fortunately, I don't have to juggle those today because we have some of our students and another instructor with me today. And we'd like to go ahead and bring Jeff up first. He's one of our students. And it's important to establish the fact that we have students that actually do know how to juggle before they tackle the props that are in this bag. So Jeff is going to do a little bit of three-ball tricks here. This is known as the basic cascade. Under the leg over the top, and throw it. Mills mats. So Jeff is one of our students and has been juggling for a little while and is a very good juggler. Thank you, Jeff. Our next student that we'll bring up is Garrett. Garrett is moving along quite nicely in his juggling, and he is going to attempt a 5-ball flash, which means throwing all 5 in the air and catching them. And will I say catch them? You do have to catch them. It's written in the contract. It's part of the juggling. Excellent. Good work. Very nice. And now we have one of our other instructors, Crizzly, and Crizzly is going to attempt to do some 5-ball tricks. So not just the flash, but actually juggle the 5. Nice vote of confidence there. It's a multiplex maneuver. 5-ball cascade. Very nice. Very smooth. Over the top and on the ground. Yeah. So naturally, she found these squishy toys that most people can find at various conventions and such. We have the world, we have a heart, and we have a squishy head. So these types of things are supposedly a little bit easier to juggle. We're going to make Garrett come up and do those. And he will attempt these squishy devices. Now, they are much like a beanbag or something that we regularly juggle. The problem is they're a little light, but for the most part, they're not really bad to juggle with, which is good. So, good job, Garrett. You can put those down. Now, my mom decided to move on to something a little bit more different. She moved on to something that is, of course, ball-like, but the problem is that she thought that I needed more music in my acts. Rather than just playing a song, it was something that had musical inside of it. She assured me, no, these are not cat toys. They are juggling toys. I didn't really believe that. So we're going to have Chris give that a try. Yep, you. Sorry. Crizzly. Okay. Oh, no, you're not doing them right. You got to shake them. So they make, there you go. Make some music. Make some music. As you can see, these are very nice. Very nice. Not too bad because they do have a ball shape. Now, her next move was slightly different. She came up with, they're a little small. Very nice. These are little ducks that are decorated. This is, of course, the little witchy duck. And she had all sorts of different types of these. So we're going to have both Jeff and Garrett come up and attempt 3 each of these. We have, of course, the St. Patrick duck. We have the little ghosty duck. Frankenstein. Frankie duck, yes. Pumpkin duck. Dracula duck, or Quackula. And of course the witch that we visited. So, these things are a little bit light, and of course the little heads are pointy and everything, so it makes it quite complicated, but they're going to try doing 3 each, and shouldn't have too much problems. Yes, as you can see, it's not overly easy. Very nice. Yeah, the beard gets in the way a little bit. So, very good, very good. Thank you guys, thank you. Now, when I started moving on with my juggling and getting past the beanbag stage, I wanted clubs. Clubs, oh, these are so nice. They're incredibly balanced, have nice decoration, great feel, great flip, everything. This is what I wanted. My mom, being the very practical individual that she was, got me this. Yes, this and this, slight difference, but that's okay. It's all right. I got a little suspicious though because it did look a lot like a bowling pin. In fact, it looked like some of my old bowling pins that perhaps had been cleaned up and then, of course, decorated. Yes, my mom took the actual time to make performance pins for me. Now these are, of course, very difficult, so we're going to have Garrett give this a try. I wouldn't want to try it.
That's because you're running the show.
That's the benefit of being at the microphone. Oh, not bad, not bad. Very nice. So yes, those are performance pins. Now, once I had learned how to use the pins, I decided that I wanted to add an element of danger to my hand. I wanted very sharp-looking, incredibly balanced and talented machetes. Oh man, it would have been so cool. But instead, my mother, being the practical-minded one, yes, got me battle axes. Now, one of the other nice things about battle axes, of course, they kind of get free. But this also gave me the opportunity. I said, you know what, nobody's going to believe these are axes. She said, it's okay. All you need to do is work on your sound effects. Shing! Shing! See, it just doesn't work. But these things, if you thought the plastic pins were difficult, the plastic battle axes are even more difficult, so obviously we're going to give those to our other instructor, Crizzly. And with his, he grew his hair special for this, for the Viking look. Yeah, give it a shot. I feel your pain. Yes. As you can see, these do not flip at all. They're incredibly unbalanced and very light, and that's probably about as good as you're going to get out of it. All right, now you can actually stay on stage, and we'll bring Garrett up. And now we're going to go through a sequence of what I always call night props that my mom decided to use. She thought that, you know, it'd be really cool if you juggled in the dark. You know, my mom, she's always thinking, it's really nice, so I appreciate that. And so she came up with a star. Now the star, it has a little flashlight on it, and glitter, of course. So yes, this, of course, of the 3 that she came up with, is the easiest. So I'm going to give 1 to Crizzly. And I shall give 1 to Garrett. Now, this next prop, you would think that this is much easier. After all, it is ball-shaped, and it does light up. The only thing is, insidiously, this thing stays lit and then starts to bling. Let me tell you, juggling this on stage in complete darkness and having it go out and on randomly. Yeah. Thanks, Mom! So yes, we're going to go ahead and give 1 each to them. Now we come to the last and final torture device. My mom will probably never be able to top this one. As difficult as those are, at least they do have handles and they do have kind of a weighted end. This one does not. yes, the fiber optic flashlight. Yes, my mom, which I absolutely adore and love, she got me some of these, and I had 3 of them, and in a performance, I was attempting to juggle along with these, and it flipped and it landed directly upside down on the hard concrete floor. And all these little filaments just shattered, they went everywhere. Now, most people go, oh no, I went, yes! Because I knew I would not have to juggle them anymore. Sadly, my mom buys things in bulk. And she went, no worries, I've got 10 more, just like that. So, we are going to give such insidious torture devices to Crizzly. And one to Garrett. Now, mind you, I don't feel like I should, make them do all this on their own, so I am actually going to attempt 3 of them as well.
I got my keys.
Alright, so we're going to go ahead and move towards the center here. People on the first 2 rows are probably in the splash section, but that's okay. Shield your eyes if any deadly filaments. Alright, I have no recommendations on how to start. I might use the left. I might be an instructor, but this one, you guys are on your own. So,